I am Alessandra Palambella, the Chief of Staff of the Tigerlily Foundation, and we are here at the Willard Intercontinental Hotel in Washington, D.C. to host our third annual Empower Ball to raise awareness of young women and breast cancer. Every year, 11,000 young women are diagnosed with breast cancer. Approximately 1,100 of those women will lose their lives. The goal of the Tigerlily Foundation is to decrease this disparity and to save lives.
Really here to support her in this incredible cause that's helping so many women out there. I'm Julie and this is Mark Cantor, and we love you, Mima.
It's great to be here. Congratulations on a great event.
Maybe your kindness, your courage, your conviction, the essence of who you are has made such an impact for women all over the world, and I'm so grateful to have you as my friend and as an advocate for women.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Johnson. I'm Caroline Hobart. I'm Lauren Nybert, and we're founders of the Petals program. Tigerlily is a really good cause, and it helps young women fight through breast cancer. Petals stands for peer education through awareness and leadership. It's a great cause. You should donate.
I'm Dr. Mark Venturi. This is my wife, Dr. Karen Polisi Venturi. The Tigerlily Foundation is a wonderfully unique cause that focuses on women under the age of 40 who've been diagnosed with breast cancer. They have incredible energy, and they use that energy to channel it into a wonderful cause. As evidenced by everything here tonight, it should be a great event, and we couldn't support them enough.
A friend of Mama's. I always say to know Mama is to love her, and to hear her story is to definitely support her. So I'm excited about being here tonight, and congratulations to her on a wonderful gala. Thanks.
Tigerlily Foundation third annual Empower Ball. Tigerlily Foundation is doing really amazing work. Its mission, as most of you know, is to educate, advocate for, and empower and support young women under 40 who are going through cancer. Tigerlily's programs provide education, buddies, buddy bags, meals, money, important things to support young women living with stage 4 breast cancer and empowerment after treatment. Mama says she was inspired by an actual tiger lily, the stargazer in particular, because to her, it symbolizes a woman's beauty, a woman's strength, and ability to transform during the most challenging times in her life. Like a flower loses its petals in the fall and winter, it blossoms in the spring and summer. Well, her name's Rashida Jolly, and she's currently a part of a cool tour with, you may have heard of her, Lady Gaga.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Isn't she beautiful? I can't believe
mission of the Tigerlily Foundation is to help and to heal and to save lives. Even those who can't be cured can be healed. May you continue to bless the lives of others with your love, your strength, your beauty, and your compassion.
It's her story. She was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer at just 32 years old. While in chemo, she made a promise to God and her daughter, Noelle, that if she survived, she would give her life to him in service. And to help other young women, just like she's doing now. Tigerlily Foundation is that promise Mama made, and she is a dedicated advocate for breast health.
I want to thank my mother, May. Can you stand up for a moment? Because she carried me through my diagnosis and treatment. I was living a normal life. I felt nothing could touch me until I heard the 4 words, "You have breast cancer." Those 4 words changed my life, as they have done for many of you. You must decide to transform. You must decide to live. Not to exist any longer, but to live your life like never before. You have to decide that it's now or never, and that cancer will not have the victory. The girls that call our hotline daily are broken and they're scared. They're afraid to die. They're 21 years old. They're 25 years old. Peer support, someone to talk to help her understand what she's going through. We send them buddy bags. We send them meals. We pay their bills. With the money you're going to give through your support, you're going to raise people's spirits. You're going to raise their hope. You're going to give some girl the passion and the will to live.
I'd like to welcome 3 young women to the stage. All daughters of women diagnosed with breast cancer. They're here to tell you how the daughters feel. They are beauty, strength, and transformation in action. I'd like to welcome to the stage right now and give them a very warm welcome for me, Noelle, Molly, and Kim.
Hi, I'm Noelle. My mommy got breast cancer when I was 3. I was sad and scared because I thought she wouldn't make it. My mommy took care of me, and she was brave, so I was too. But she cried sometimes. My mommy works very hard to help other girls and children. I like to help her too. Please help us. Help other people. Thank you for helping my mommy and me.
My mom had breast cancer when I was 13 years old. She didn't find it until a few months after she stopped breastfeeding my little brother Sam. It was very hard on my family. I was sad because I thought my mom might die, and I needed my mother, and so did my baby brother. My mom went through a lot. For a year and a half, she had 7 surgeries, 4 months of chemo, 6 weeks of radiation, and lots of terrible procedures and tests. My mother really liked the Tigerlily Foundation because it teaches girls and young women how to do self-breast exams and about good breast health. She thought it could help me. She asked me if I wanted to volunteer to help with their cause. It was my first time thinking, hey, maybe it could be my cause too, so I said yes. I support the Tigerlily Foundation because it will help girls like me. No kid should have to go through what we had to go through. I wish my mom didn't get it, but I know that she is helping so many people and I want to help too. But she said I was the reason she was doing this. I'm very proud of my mom and I love her a lot. Hey Mom, stand up. This is my mom, Donna Kaufman.
There was nowhere for a 37-year-old woman to go. There was no one for her to talk to. I remember the night that she told me that she was going into the hospital for a procedure. So now she's a 27-year survivor. But my mother is an advocate. If someone picks up the phone and says, hey, Sheila, such and such was diagnosed with breast cancer. My mother's in her car and she's on their way to the house. She's picking up a phone and she's calling them or says, just tell them to call me. So I look at this room again today and I wish my mother had this in 1984. The Tigerlily Foundation is doing an awesome job. We're working to kill this beast, but this beast can only be killed by us in numbers. Everyone that's diagnosed, every family member, every friend. Help MAMA, help the Tigerlily Foundation, help all the supporters to continue to kill this beast. It's needed for every woman that's diagnosed with breast cancer. But for the ladies that are 40 and under, just starting life, just finding love, just having children, we need to be there to support them as well. Thank you.
But after having the pleasure of meeting MAMA this evening and hearing the testimonies of the children, the daughters of breast cancer survivors, and MAMA's story, I promise you that the Medco Foundation will be your partner going forward. While organizations like Medco, which is the leading pharmacy benefit management company in the world, are very focused on the clinical management of disease, you are focused on the person, on the woman, and on her family. And for that, you are blessed. So thank you for being you. Thank you for the honor of permitting the Medco Foundation to be a sponsor this evening. And we look forward to a long and rich and impactful partnership. Thank you.
I hope you like jokes. I hope you can go with that.
Thank you. I like good jokes. Voicemail from a woman who said her name was Mema Karma, and she wanted me to join the advisory board of something called the Tigerlily Foundation. And Mema told me about her background and her life experience and her commitment to helping young women who face breast cancer, and I was very moved by her story, and I still am today. She has a single-minded dedication to her cause, so I decided to join Tigerlily's advisory board, and I'm glad I did. I'm general counsel at the Gannett Company, which is located in the boonies out in Tysons Corner, Virginia. Some of you may know Gannett as the parent company of WUSA-TV Channel 9 in Washington, and also as the owner of USA Today. I'm also fortunate to serve as a director of the Gannett Foundation, which is sponsored by Gannett, whose mission is to help improve lives in the many communities in which we do business and beyond. Since its inception, the Gannett Foundation, and that's that little GF right there, has given more than $150 million to thousands of charitable projects across the United States and in the United Kingdom. The Gannett Foundation is pleased to support tonight's event, pleased to support Tigerlily, pleased to support MAMA, and her ongoing mission to help young women facing breast cancer. Thank you for everything you do, MAMA.
Care First is delighted to be among your supporters this evening, and we're delighted to support her now, and we are committed to the work of your organization. So thank you for including us, and congratulations on all of your growth and success.
I want to bring greetings on behalf of Amgen. We are the world's largest biotechnology company. We are proud to be able to produce therapies that help people with their various types of cancers. I want to talk a little bit about and give credit to MAMA and all of the supporters out there who work with her.
Tonight's Transformation Award recipient and keynote speaker is a woman that is empowered and empowering. Jennifer Griffin is the National Security Correspondent for Fox News Channel. She has been based at the Pentagon covering military and intelligence matters since March of 2007.
And thank you for introducing me to the Tigerlily Foundation, because what you're doing is so important. Luke was 6 months old. I was just starting to wean him, and that's where I found this grapefruit-sized lump in my breast. Annalise and Amelia, my daughters, were 7 and 9. Izzy, our cockapoo, was about 3. I used all my skills as a journalist and as a reporter to essentially get a PhD in medicine overnight. I became absolutely insufferable to my oncologists, my real oncologists at Georgetown. I stalked them the way that I stalked 4-star generals at the Pentagon. Studies show that exercising 4 times a week and eating a really low-fat, plant-based diet could actually lower the risk of recurrence by 2/3. I did Pilates and exercised almost every day during chemo. I didn't know you could exercise during chemo, but I'm here to tell you, you have to if you're diagnosed. My dear friend Anne Marie Johnson, who's here from California,
Don't make me cry, Emily. She sat with me while I got my chemo. As did my husband, who's sitting next to her. During treatment, I visualized that the cancer cells were Al-Qaeda cells. That's what I do. I cover. On April 20th, 2010, on my 41st birthday, I learned that I was cancer-free. I was in... The words from that U2 song still ring in my ears, and if there's any advice I have to any of you tonight who are newly diagnosed, it's walk on. Walk on, sisters, walk on.
Michelle and her family were devastated, but Michelle became a warrior against the worst possible news she could have ever received. Michelle was first diagnosed with breast cancer in September of 2005. By November of 2005, and the Komen Race for a Cure in Austin, Michelle and her friends had organized the team Michelle's Angels, and they had raised over $20,000 for that race. She was in a wheelchair for part of the race, but she walked as much as she could. In the 5.5 ensuing years, Michelle and her group raised over $125,000 for cancer research. The Saturday before she transitioned, Michelle gathered her close friends to walk with her through the corridor, and on Sunday, she asked her daddy to dance. On Wednesday, January 26th, Michelle passed the torch at the exact hour and minute that she was born. Michelle coined 2 life-defining phrases: eat life with a big spoon, and when I read this, my favorite, don't waste my cancer.
Michelle was a beautiful, beautiful woman. Best mom I've ever had. She just couldn't be any better. It's the hardest on me and my grandma. And it's just, she passed away and we just got to move on with her life. We can always remember her, but she's always going to be inside you. She's going to be with you all the time. It doesn't even matter if you can't see her or not. She's always going to be on your side. Everybody that you love is going to be on your side that is in heaven. Everybody you love is in here and beside. Breast cancer is not a good thing. Almost everybody knows that here.
Almost everybody.
Almost everybody. I don't really know. She had a wonderful life. She wouldn't be more happier when she found out that she was gonna have me. And also, the second my dad looked at me, I was chubby. I was chubby when I was a baby. I've seen a picture of myself. I was chubby.
Michelin baby.
I don't really know what my dad's talking about. I don't understand most of the things he say because I'm just going to second grade, not first. I've just been living for 6 years. Had a good life? She did. She was only 38 years old. Nothing else just doesn't matter to me. It's just that she had a great life with me and my dad.
I don't think anything else more needs to be said. I think Michelle just walked off the stage. I mean, this kid is all her. That was her personality. She was She was an amazing person. I prepared a speech to come up here, and I realized after listening to all the beautiful women up here on stage, listening to all the stories, having lived through this for 6.5 years myself, we need organizations like Tigerlily. We need organizations like We Will Survive Cancer. We have raised a lot of money for Komen, and Komen does phenomenal work. I live in Austin. Live Strong is headquartered in Austin. They do phenomenal work. It's the grassroots level, like Tigerlily, and We Will Survive Cancer. There's another local organization in Austin that works specifically with children. That's where the help begins, and that's where the real indelible mark is made. Everyone's affected by this. Every person, Michelle was 32, it's not supposed to happen. It's just not supposed to happen that way. We had dreams and plans. We wanted 2 kids. It didn't happen. Michelle was diagnosed when Reed was 14 months, and that it ended a life too soon. It ended a life with too much promise. She was destined for greatness, and it was cut too short. And I'm so proud of the work that Tigerlily's doing here. I'm so proud of the stories that I've heard, and I thank you for this award. I thank you for the recognition. It shows that Michelle's spirit continues to live on, that warrior spirit that she truly was, it continues to carry on. So thank you.
Donation for the bunny bags. 121. The program delivers healthy meals to young women and at home during their treatment. 193. 500. Great, thank you. I got one more. What's your number? 201. We'll make you 201. Make sure you check out 500. I need your name.
Is really a true hero. I have the pleasure and the honor of introducing a man who is an amazing physician, to say the least, Dr. Michael Schultz. Dr. Schultz, some of you know, is the medical director of the Breast Center at the Cancer Institute at St. Joseph Medical Center in Towson, Maryland. Dr. Schultz's facility is a patient's dream, warm, with very caring and knowledgeable staff. It is patient-centered treatment and minimized stress, inspiring the patient to think or to know that the journey through cancer could be different than what they had envisioned or what they may have been told about. The people that Dr. Schultz has touched are many, but one thing is true to everyone who crosses his path. He is a trailblazer. Dr. Schultz, everybody here, everybody who has lived with cancer, survived cancer, and succumbed to cancer, give you great thanks for the work that you've done. I'm pleased to present to you this evening Dr. Michael Schultz. We are honored to present you with the 2011 Inspire Award.
You know, I'm standing up here tonight getting an award for inspiration, and I look around here and I'm inspired. I think that Mema, Jennifer, everyone here tonight, just incredible, inspiring people. Mema Carmo's story is an inspiration to all of us who work with breast cancer patients. She took the negatives of her illness and created this wonderful organization, the Tigerlily Foundation, as she explained to me, this beautiful flower that drops its petals and then is reborn again. Everyone here tonight is either a breast cancer survivor or has a good friend or a relative who's had breast cancer. It touches all of us. By the year 2030, 1 out of every 5 women in this country will be alive and well, having had breast cancer. 1 in 5. And we do something else. We find out about the patient. We actually treat the patient wrapped around that tumor. There is a person, and we find out about her life and her family and her dynamics and her weaknesses and her dreams and everything about her. And we have psychosocial workers work with us, and we have survivor group personnel. We have a group called Survivors Offering Support, or SOS, because it's an SOS when they get that diagnosis. A center like ours, how do you do it? Well, you do it like Mama Carmo did. You decide you're going to do it. You make that promise. You put a lot of hard work, a lot of commitment. You don't take no for an answer. And more importantly, most importantly, you do it with a lot of help, philanthropy, and support from people like you who make this all possible, who allow us to do what we do, because we can't do it alone. May God bless and thank you all.
So the person who's raised the most money for the ball is?
Jewel Green.
Jewel Green. You're my new BFF for the year.
To know Mama is to love her. To hear her story is to support her. So I was so excited to have the opportunity to call my friends, who all responded immediately through email one night, and said, we will. And I can't thank you enough. We are very excited, and I will continue to call you all year long, and thank you ahead of time for your support. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Terrible voice.